غيرت اللعبة جديدة.
A city on the verge of greatness. A new type of city, based not on the man, but on the automobile. The car. A symbol of freedom and vitality. A quarter acre of the dream made possible by victory. A city of opportunists. A city of dreams.
أنا عندي كم بس أنتم اللعبة كيف أحسن لكم فهم اللعبة أنا لا أمر اللعبة ألعبها.
A city of dreamers. A city of undercurrents, where not everything is as it seems. A 20th century city that will become a model for the world. A city that has no boundaries, that will stretch as far as the eye can see. In the Marine Corps, you deal with the chain of command. Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for and that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad, or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander. I made him mind my
KGPL calling caller 14 Adam. 14 Adam, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective an ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requests uniform assistance for...
for
an evidence search unless there's some kind of the optimist. From the beam of sunshine himself.
دي أمر أنا أعرف اللعبة أنا بدنا ده أمر هاي.
Continue the response.
لا زيدي بس زيدي بس شوي بس. ده أمر لعبة.
Floyd Rose homicide. You might back up?
Yes, sir. Phelps and Dunn, Wilshire Division.
We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, a Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put 2 in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere in particular?
Give it your best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlife. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
You hurry it up, Floyd. We got places to be.
ما أفكر معلش. ده شو صد مع الناس اللعبة كانت قصة لعبة كبرنا حاجة كويس. ما أفكر كراية. كيف ألعب بختم ألعاب كلها تختيم.
All right, have it your way. We'll search right up to the back wall. If you still don't come up with anything, come find me and we'll
تختيم عارف اللعبة تختيم مشكلة.
They're always better than one.
بس ألعب تختيم ما كان أنا فاهم كله تختيم بس أنا هاي فكرة معلش. ده ما شيء عربي القراية ساعدني الكلام كان البرنامج يساعدني أكل التنين كان معي تضحك الناس شو ده أحلى.
It's not my job to pick through other people's trash.
كان محاكي أحسن كان محاكي كان يضبط لي ال يساعدني كلام.
What have you got, Phelps? Anything?
انا كنت العب لكم تختيم كل الالعاب هذيلا. والله يختم لكم لعب ساعة كامل. هيقول لك تعال بس يختم لكم. حاول يختم لكم لعبة.
Cole, come take a look at this. We're never going to find it. It's a waste of time.
الناس اللي جايين زمان.
Seems irrelevant.
Get moving, Ralph.
Not right now.
Shooter put him up against the wall and blew his brains out.
Hell of a way to go.
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps.
Smith & Wesson, serial S71893. Two rounds fired, and instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
لا حل.
We should follow up on this now, before the perp tries to leave town.
We have the gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
We show some initiative, Ralph. See if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here.
ديك مثلا.
What are we waiting for? Wake up, Cole. Cole, we got things to do. What are we waiting for? Hey, Cole, let's get moving. Cole, we got things to do. What are we waiting for? Wake up, Cole. Cole, we got things to do. Hey, Cole, let's get moving.
جيت السنة ما بدي أخذت سوي.
Are you sure about this? It's not really our gig.
No harm in doing some digging. The suits didn't seem to give much of a damn.
Such a little Boy Scout, Cole. You can't wait to get out of that uniform, can you?
You'd rather round up drunks and help old ladies across the road?
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
It'll be fine, Ralph. You worry too much.
You want me to keep tabs on the path of destruction you're creating? It might come in handy at your trial.
Dr. Fontaine, could I have a word?
Of course, young man.
I really enjoyed your lecture, Doctor. Psychiatry seems to have a tremendous amount to offer.
Why, thank you. Are you thinking of specializing, Mr.
Sheldon. Courtney Sheldon. I'm only in second year, Doctor. They fast-tracked me a year because of my experience during the war.
Ah.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Battle fatigue and collapse under duress.
In on itself. We try to find ways to unlock the mind again through a combination of therapy and drug treatment. Hypnosis and therapy are powerful tools in the right hands, Sheldon.
I've been to visit some of the guys.
مشكور طبعا مشكور لاقي طبعا.
So far away. It's like he's wandering around.
You went through a lot together.
Yes, Doctor.
شيء كبر سيء بس ساعدني شوية.
I have a number of clinics in Los Angeles, Courtney Sheldon, and your penance for your friend's help is to come and work at one of them in your spare time, with what little spare time a medical student has. Is that a deal?
Is it ever? I can't thank you enough.
I'm not promising a cure, Courtney. I want you to remember that. Every physician has patients that he cannot hope to cure, for whom he can only smooth the path to death.
Are you sure about this? It's not really our gig.
No harm in doing some digging. The suits didn't seem to give much of a damn.
Such a little Boy Scout, Cole. You...
I hope they didn't get our number.
دماغي بس.
I hope they didn't get our number, Phelps.
You gonna leave a street light intact on this block?
And at the next junction, you shut your trap.
Officers Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson, Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner?
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. You know, this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
You mind if I take a look?
Be my guest. This is about something bad, right?
Model 27 with pearl grips, Cole. You see it on there?
Hurry it up, Ralph.
Keep your shirt on. Here I come.
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder, 203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February '46. Thanks, you've been a big help.
Anytime. Always happy to help out the LAPD.
Do we call it in?
Let's see if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay.
أهلا أهلا
In for a penny, in
لايف.
for a pound. Lead the way, Gunga Din.
أهلا لايف كلكم.
Straight! Keep it straight! What's so goddamn hard about that?
نار شنو؟ نار؟
Slow down!
Now that wasn't so hard, was it? Just because we're in uniform doesn't mean we can't use our initiative.
I guess so. Seems a little too good to be true. One-of-a-kind murder weapon bought locally using a real name? If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind.
Most of them aren't. That's why they get caught. And 2 out of every 3 crimes are...
مع القطار بين.
Another fact from the Phelps Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are full of it.
Careful! Do you ever shut up?
You know.
بجد رغيف شوي عملتكم بس. شفت الجو الدلة حاجة أنا فاهم الدلة بس شفتها لا تقول لحظة كلها شوتي سمحة ده جو الدلة حاجة أنا فاهم شوف كلها سمحة شكله البداية ده مشيت شو جو شو يوتيوب غلط يوتيوب ايش افتح شو غلط شو دي كويس كويس تمام هي جو بس دي الحاجة بس بس يوتيوب فايتكم شوي انا قاعد العب من البيت كويس شوف الحل جو ونعرف جو شنو سيارة في حاجة لا غلط بس السيارة غلط البيت البيت لا ها جو البيت ايوه قبل هنا
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer Cole Phelps. This is
تحكي
Officer
كده
Dan,
انا حاسس
Motion
المدري
Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might be. What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight with your gun.
You're out of your mind. Scooter? He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer. What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this.
خبطوا بعدين هي خبطوا اخبط
You
سريع
any tough guy?
ترى انا خليه ولا يدي فتر هذه فتر دقيته معلم ترى معلم لا خبط خبطته تكنيت دي بس
Ralph, you all right?
I'm fine. I hardly felt it. He's lucky he caught me off guard.
Keep an eye on him, Ralph. I'm gonna take a look around.
اسير الميديم
What do you think?
Got
See,
this,
medium,
jackass.
cave.
Don't worry. You search around.
عندي حاجة كنت شوف عنده حاجة حاجة جاي هجم معاه ايوه لقيت حاجة قاعد قلت لا حاجة هنا شوف دي شنو فدائي شنو قدم عليه حاجة جد دلة دلة ما فاهم دلة دلة أنا هذا يدك يهجم عم طاعة في الجوز التفاح
Junk.
ما في حاجة أنا هذا كده عرفت في حاجة هنا أيوة هنا في حاجة أجي هنا
This isn't what we're looking for.
ثاني حاجة ده كتاب لكن هاي كتاب قصص
Doesn't
دوري
look like anything.
دوري دوري قصص دوري ما أعرف دقيقة ست حاجة هنا الجواز الجواز حقه مصيبة لا قصص لا
List of names and a series of numbers.
طيب حق شنو
Floyd Rose's name is in this book.
لخبطة
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner. And leave the book where you found it.
سيدي
Officer Phelps, badge 1247, requesting.
You dumb fucking sons of bitches, get in this line now before I lose my temper.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
Excuse me? Fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here, asswipe. I'm having a bad day, Private. Some people don't seem to want to get on this bus.
Didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy? Who are you two? Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All three of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps.
Kelso.
Merrill.
Any other gentlemen for OCS? OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This bus is for MCRD. This bus is for men who want to fight.
Well, you picked the right place, Cole. A city that needed an honest cop like a thirsty man needed water. You'd heard the stories, but you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. But the force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to decide a brown paper envelope or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville. It could only ever end one way.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan, 1415 West 3rd Street. Unit to handle identified.
We'll take that. It's only a couple blocks from
14
here.
Adam, calling KGPL. We'll handle it.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Roger, KGPL. 14 Adam en route.
Continue the response.
Make it quick, you guys. The cops are here. We gotta move it.
بس الحمد لله يوم المعلم بس دي
Goddamn head
بس كان
down.
سهلة
Use the cover, Phelps.
خبطت بتريسي.
We don't know how many are in there. Take it slow. Backup will be here soon.
LAPD, put down your weapons. The
You
bank
guys
is
do.
surrounded.
Guys do.
I'm offering you a
Not a fucking
chance.
chance, copper. Come any closer, we'll cut you in half.
Stay down.
Now you can keep that.
Stay in cover.
That's it? We got them all? I think we got them, Cole. Should be all clear. Lieutenant Hopkins says anytime you reach for the shotguns, you're either going to end up dead or wearing a citation. So I guess...
It's okay, Ralph. You did well in there. I'm glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner. This kind of opportunity comes along once in a lifetime, Hank. I have to grasp it.
You have to survive it first, Cole. Here are the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future...
Thinking of taking on a company of the Emperor's finest single-handed? You don't seem the Sergeant York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
They talk about officers like you in boot camp, Cole. They call it the Custer syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
Cole Phelps and Jack Kelso. With some people, it's as simple as chemistry. Two guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the way. Phelps, a good guy, wound way too tight. And Kelso, a quiet man who could never walk away from a fight.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole.
Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. And in my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that bum. Wendell Bowers. I put him away before. He jumped parole. Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
Wendell Bowers! Stop! LAPD!
You can go screw yourselves.
Why, you... He's hiding in the alley! Bowers! Hold it right there!
Stop now or I will shoot. I won't tell you again, Wendell.
Jesus, Dunn! Watch your fire!
Don't want to do this, Wendell.
Get
Get down from there right now.
Give it up, Wendell!
Away from me.
طلع فوق مجرم.
There's no way I'm going back inside. I've done my time. You assholes already screwed me once.
بعدين اخذت عشان عندي انت ما اعرف وين تعال مدري.
Wendell Bowers, stop! LAPD!
You can go screw yourselves.
He's hiding in the alley! Bowers, hold it right there!
Stop now or I will shoot. I won't tell you again, Wendell.
Jesus, Dunn, watch your fire!
You don't want to do this, Wendell.
استني اللي اعلم مدمر اللعبة.
Right now.
Give it up, Wendell!
Stay the hell away from me.
خبطني.
You've got to be kidding!
خبطني. سمعت الضربة دي. سمعت الضربة دي ضايق. ضايق.
There's no way I'm going back inside. I've done my time.
It's over, Bowers!
You assholes already screwed me once.
Give it up, Bowers! There's nowhere left to go!
Looks like we've got the place to ourselves. Come on then, pretty boy.
جو معلم اللعب قتال بس دق بس هلا دق دق بيت كويس
Parole officer's feeling lonely. He's got a whole other life for an asshole. You can make it up to him in 10 years' time. Watch your head. This hump will be back in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night. Nice work, Cole. Run track in high school?
حبيت كويس.
Part of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular one. The right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps, you have the floor. Esprit de Corps, Merrill, 10. Franklin, 8. Weiss, 8.
تقول لي طبعا ما تدري
Kowalski, 6.
قلت لي بس درت اللعبة أبردي تلي
2. Leadership,
كتاب
Donahoe,
دق
8. Franklin, 7.
زيد اللعبة
Merrill, 6. Kowalski, 6. Weiss, 5.
كنا عارف اسمه اللعبة بعدين تو يوتيوب اسمه اللعبة
Candidate Kelso.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in this schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office, now!
كنت أول باللي حكك دول شنو وجودته كده هم بني قتال اليمين دقوا
For every cop, there's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you solve that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank-and-file patrolman. This could be the one, Cole.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide police show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
Broad daylight, a crowded street.
This is meat.
Now I've seen everything.
Everybody stay back. Let's do our job.
واحد شوية خايف شنو فيجيب الدش من هنا، فيجيب قلبين البيت هنا. ايه حكي حاجة الدش بيت وين طيب هتي بدور بس في حاجة الولاد حقه حقه اسم هنا حي ساحي شوف في شنو ملابس في حاجة
C. Galetta.
ارقام
Layaway
ترى
receipt.
حالات كتير شنو
Pearl earrings.
ما فاكر بس
Made
اسمها
out to Bank of
كتابة
Arcadia.
ترى حالات.
All right. Yes, it's a dead person.
حينا نوعد في ذي وين سوي حاجة بدأت تضرب الرصاص.
Shell casings. These look like
ضرب الرصاص
32s.
هنا ثاني اسمه ما في حاجة.
We should make sure we've checked the whole crime scene before questioning the witness.
Can I help you?
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss, Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
أنا في اسم حاجة دول كل اشتراحات عارف.
Do you think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
And you don't know who shot Gage or why?
No, officer.
A man is dead, Miss Galletta, and it's a criminal offense to lie to a police officer. I will take you downtown.
Police.
Get out! Get out right now! Send in one of the other policemen if you must, but I won't say another word to you.
ترى كل حاجة ترى كل حاجة بقى كده.
Officer, please tell me what's going on.
سلاح دس سلاح مين دس سلاح.
FN Browning. Serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
We have the murder weapon?
But no murderer. The girl saw it all, but she clammed up on me. We could trace the gun.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
بالتاني من جديد.
What are you doing to this car? What did I tell you about going too hard on the witness? She's a store assistant, not a prisoner of war.
Is that supposed to be funny?
I'm just saying that sometimes you need to pour some sugar on these broads. A little bedside manner can go a long way.
And since...
Slow down!
And since when are you the expert? We got the murder weapon, didn't we?
You shouldn't dole it out if you can't take it, Phelps. She was a looker, though. Tell me I'm wrong.
No wonder you're suddenly so obsessed with bedside manner.
Officers, what can I do you for?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Kalu. Edgar Kalu was his name. Thing looks like he'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
Do you know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield's jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
What are we waiting for?
لا قلت محدود الحساب لكن أموره دول سلحت له. كل حاجة كلكم متابعين ما شاء الله 6 ما شاء الله كلهم ما شاء الله.
That's coming out of your wages, not mine.
ما زيد راحتك لكن شوف متابعين كم بقى. أنا بحاجة يعني أنا حاجة.
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
هرب بس هرب.
Kalu, get back here!
Waitress, could I get another spoon?
Too late, Kalu!
Hurry, you can still...
The women don't find you handsome? They should at least find you handy.
Don't make it worse, Kalu!
كتبت غلط كتبت غلط عامل كيف ده
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
عارف عارف
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
عارف ده تقول خرب ما نفتح هالشيء ده ما تبراحة خرب ما تبراحة بس انت داري دي اخ صار ضحك ولا بدين ده صار ضحك حرب والله ضحك نسرت صار ضحك حرب ده غلط هو
Too late, Kalu!
عندي شدته عندي هاتوا ولا كده خش حاول مجنم
Don't make it worse, Kalu!
بطل عندي هاتوا كان فكيت كده
Edgar Kalu,
بطل نهاية
you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
The case that makes you, and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve. The one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, boyo, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time, and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming.
لا تستقل انت معي
The cat
فيديو
being a man
لما
can't
خلصت
be eaten by the devil.
انت معي
Bring me a
فيديو
confession, young Phelps. This is your
فيديو
chance.
بس يلعب العاب
Don't
ستيم
trail me.
فيداني انا جاي جيمر تدي مشاهدة اهلا زي ديتي ولا دعاء شدون سجادة
Has my lawyer
دعون
arrived yet? I
تدعون
want to
بس
see my
كب
lawyer.
بصير كب
The
بصير
lawyer can't help you, Mr.
بس بصير
Kalu.
بس
You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that. Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a
سيروا
jewelry
كب
store. I don't know
بس
what you're talking
سيروا
about.
كب السير كب
I'm sure my lawyer
السب
can
كب
clear all this
السير
up.
كب السير بس تديهم سيادة بس.
Come on, Mr. Kalu. Make this easier on yourself. Get it off your conscience.
You think I'm stupid? You think I'll just do whatever you want because you're a nice guy? I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps.
Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy!
تحول
I need a
الكورة.
conversion!
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that. Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
You blew a man out of his socks over an empty grudge, you son of a bitch. Do you think I have sympathy for you?
That's the way. Keep needling me. Try the rough stuff, and my lawyer will be making an official complaint. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps.
Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that. Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage. Gage was an asshole, but his death wasn't down to me. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps.
Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a
Hey, Corey.
confession!
قلت لك أنا غلطت.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that. Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage. Gage was an asshole, but his death wasn't down to me. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps.
Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
غلطت غلطة ثانية يا الله. really, that's a film.
Has my lawyer
Yeah,
arrived yet? I
film.
want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that. Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
You blew a man out of his socks over an empty grudge, you son of a bitch. Do you think I have sympathy for you?
That's the way. Keep needling me. Try the rough stuff, and my lawyer will be making an official complaint. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps.
Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that. Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.